on the Skype dial pad, and that lets me know that you want in here. So we have Marcia, we have Wendy, and Sitting Owl. You guys, we'll take a little break here to have a chat, and then I'll move on to the essay. Okay?
Yeah, okay. But I'd like to hear the essay.
Okay.
Am I coming through clear?
Nice and clear.
Oh, okay, that's a change.
Yeah, that's what I'm sitting here with my jaw dropped. What the hell happened to your internet? Love it. We can hear you.
Okay, well, I had a chat to a couple more police yesterday, and had Frankie with me. I was in his car, and at the stage they wanted to tow the car away, but we avoided that. And eventually they took me in. I had while they were doing some of their dead paperwork stuff, I had quite a good chat with two of them, and the senior constable sort of at the end sort of said, look, you got my head spinning, because I was giving him all the spiritual and all the truth that I could give him, and the two of them were listening and asking a few questions.
Hey, Owl?
Yep.
This is what I'm telling everyone. Hit them with full broadsides of truth now. Let them have it. Well done.
Yeah.
Hit them with everything you got now. You've got lots of canon law called truth.
Yeah, well, at one stage I thought I'd done the wrong thing, because I also had Ron, an elderly fellow that had come down the weekend sweat lodge that we did. And so, I eventually sort of said, look, I'll give you a name, but just make it clear that it's not me, I'm the man. And I don't know how many times I repeated that to him, but I let him go ahead, and because there was a warrant for the last time, they took me in and sat down, but everything turned out, I think, the way it needed to. Still not too sure what's going to happen in the future, but I think we handled it pretty well.
Fair enough. The only comment I'm going to make on it, why worry about what's going to happen in the future when you're accepting all of creation now? You see, that's an instant script right there. So that's just a minor fine tuning, my friend. So. You see, this is why we keep having the tests, because we're still thinking that there's going to be one. Just accept the now, and whatever the experience is, and you will always do it perfectly to learn what you need to know. So if there's things that you didn't feel you did right, that's what you needed to look at. That's why you had the experience. So figure out the things that didn't quite feel right, that you didn't do right, knowing you know the truth, and that's why you're noticing the shit you didn't do right, because you feel it now. So that's where you take this experience, Owl, and really look over it with a fine-tooth comb, and all of it has got to do with you. Everything else is just the experience. That's what a Christ mind sees, only the experience. Okay?
Yeah. Yep.
I'd say it's a very valuable Jacob's Ladder rung or 10, Just take the time to look at it, though.
I think there was a big one for Frank, too.
There you go.
He handled himself pretty well, even though he was mouthing off at him.
As we're prone to do, yes. It's okay, we're human.
Hi, it's Frankie here.
Hey, Frankie.
I was just it was good to put it to practice and to see the emotions trying to jump out and trying to contain it. But it was funny, they kept making kinds of law, and I would completely tell them, no, that's false, actually it's this way. And they all were shutting me down, telling me to shut up, go away, go sit over there, we're going to put you under arrest, and then they called the Sarge, and he came, and he was pushing me over, saying, leave the scene, and I was just like, no, I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm standing in one position, I'm not encroaching. One stage wind caught the back of me, and I tilted into this Sarge who was in my face. and he's like, "Don't lean to me." And in the end, I did have to control myself because I could feel that I was dancing on getting taught a lesson because I'd actually pushed him to the point where he said, "Call a tow truck," and I knew then that, you know, I probably, every man's a reaction. So I just sort of tried to identify me. They surrounded me and said that I had to identify myself to prove that I had no warrants. And I was just really playing with them at that stage, saying, "Look, you know, I don't have to do anything or say anything. I'm not doing anything wrong. If you've got a crime, then please let me know of it. I'm witnessing you kidnapping, my friend over there. We're trying to educate you, and you're telling me to shut up. You're pushing me over. I know now that they're going to take me, that I have to explain what I'm trying to do. That's fine, and I put my hands on it. Am I under arrest?"
Okay, hey, Frankie, your internet connection's getting really sketchy. You guys are breaking up a lot now. I got most of what you guys were saying there, and Al, you need to get in the habit of writing, man, and write it out, because what you're going to do is go through the experience again, and you're going to see a whole lot more in it. Plus, once you write it out, if you are getting a bad connection to talk, well, then I'll speak your words for you, just to keep it clear. And start writing your book of life, man. What the fuck do you think I did? That's what the essays are. It's my book of life.
I did post up of part of the conversation, the key point of the conversation on my Facebook page. A few people shared it, so I can't share it to you because I'm mainly a follower at the moment.
Yeah, no,
okay.
I haven't got the Facebook.
Hey, you can share it. There's Cave Guy discussion group. Pop there. Just pop it in there. Don't worry. There's not one soul on this planet that cannot connect to me somehow. You see, I got every fractal on the planet covered. If you've got an internet connection and a computer, you're in the web, baby. I can talk to everyone on this planet that has that. I have complete and open access to all of consciousness here. Everyone that has an internet connection, a Wi-Fi, or anything. I am infinitely and intricately connected to all of it. I speak to all of it. So that's why I make myself accessible. If you can find me, that means that you can find me. Capiche?
Yep.
Right. That's all this is. This is about showing you that you can find yourself. If you can find me, you can find yourself. So I just make it easier to find me, that's all. So I make it easy to find me. Guess what gets made easy for you? You get to find you even faster. And you're already here, So I think people really overlook that absolute victory in consciousness for yourself. You made it to the table. Welcome home. We fucking mean it. Welcome home. And what we do here is just fine-tune all of the things that we need to fine-tune to make ourselves even better. And it just keeps getting better from here, So, yeah, absolutely. So, share what you can there, Frankie. And Owl, I would say, get in the habit of starting to write your book of life.
Yeah, well, that was on my website, but that was primarily all spiritual.
Well, Owl, please, what part of this isn't spiritual? This is the spiritual walk home, buddy. Everything else is just fluff and flowers on the outside. This is the core fucking path, right? This is spirituality.
Can I just say?
Go ahead.
It felt at the point of where I was challenged. At that point, I knew I was unmovable, and I felt, and they couldn't touch me. I felt the spiritual that before a few months ago, might have had me feared and like spirit, whatever. But this time it was all, like they weren't in. You know, that's it. No more. Done.
Do you know what the legal name allows you all to do? What has been provided to you is a very simple key to show you that magic is real. And all you have to do is know that. Know that the legal name is fraud. Stand on that rock and watch the whole matrix fall in front of you. That's the truth. Yeah. You have a tool to actually see and experience the magic. It's a magic wand to show the truth of the illusion of this place, and that you know, remember the time when you thought that any cop or any whatever could come and just grab you? And then all of a sudden you get where I'm standing and many others are standing now, where you know they can't because you found the magic key. That's the one that unlocks the door to get to me. And guess what? I'm holding the key and the fucking door is locked. No one gets in. The only ones that can get in to me is through the heart. And I'll tell you, some evil, murdering piece of shit fucking uniform, you know, former beautiful child turned into Satan itself, doesn't get the key to this heart. The cookie jar is closed, you see. Abundance is closed to these people. Why would I feed a thief? You know?
Yeah.
The cookies are there for everybody. And there's more than enough. And that whole idea of needing to steal, cheat, lie, you know? Not interested. Well done. But there's how you can prove the magic of this reality. It'll be that moment. You might be cursing me, but you'll have that moment that says, fuck, the training was on to something. This is magic. Yeah, you get an opportunity to actually put it into practice, to see it for yourself, and it's so easy. No legal names, mate. Watch them spin. You can make cops and lawyers and judges dance on the end of your magic wand without one. And boy, do they fucking dance. And they dance themselves right into a fucking bottomless pit hole. Because there's no denying self-evident truth. Only a liar would lie to themselves to that level to convince himself that truth wasn't. So, I'm okay. I expect thieves and whatever to do what they do. I accept that. I just know that it's not something I would do. You know? It's just, it's not crazy. And that's what this essay is all about. So let's get Wendy in and Marsha in real quick. I'll get to the essay, and then we'll open it wide open, guys. As always.
Okay. Muting out.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wendy, Marsha, you guys want to jump in?
As always. Hey, we're going to have to... Oh, hang on.
Muting out.
Congratulations to Frankie for standing his ground. He did so well. He rang us last night and told us all about it, and he didn't cave once. He was fantastic.
Well, that's perfect, you know. And just to go back to what Frankie, you know, was probably experiencing, there's nothing wrong with letting off a little steam. You know, if you have to release a bit, just keep it in check so you don't boil right over. You know, if you need to release a little steam, yeah, throw the intention into it. You know, be firm.
Yeah, he was educating more than anything else. You know, he was. They're saying, well, how do we don't have your name, how do we know you're not a murderer or a criminal? And he said, well, look, there's 200 people walking down that road, you better go grab them all. You know, things like that. So he really did, he was educating them rather than being belligerent and he was standing his ground, and he did so well. They gave him back his keys, and he took his car and he drove back home, and then he went and picked up Al from after Al got released.
Yeah, so there you go. And Al, we gotta, you know, I gotta be able to get a hold of you somehow. You gotta end this, buddy. Seriously, you just gotta end it. And it's one thing that we're always holding on to. And you talk to me long enough, I'll find it and I'll rip it right out of your fucking dragon. I promise you, I love you that much. But there's something there still holding you that still has this experience feather brushing going on, where it needs to stop. So the only reason it's continuing to go is because there's something that you know to be true, that you're still not standing in fully, and that you're not willing to experience what you need to experience to get through this. That's